Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we will discuss today about the holy name.
Hare Krishna. In the scriptures, it is mentioned that when an individual even once chants the name of Krishna, all his sinful reactions are erased. In fact, one holy name of Krishna can neutralize so many sinful reactions which we can't even commit in one lifetime. That is the power of the holy name. That once a person chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all sins go away. But many of us chant, but we don't experience it in this way. That's because there is quality of utterance, quality of chanting. 16 rounds, that's quantity. 16 nice rounds, that's quality. So when we have quality of utterance, then the holy name acts in a different way. And that quality is feeling of dependence. When we chant with dependence on Krishna, dependence on the holy name, that's very different from chanting without dependence, mechanically. So when we chant with dependence, then Krishna responds in a different way. For example, let me have a volunteer. Arjun. So you shout 2 times, help, help. Loudly. Loudly.
Help, help.
See, Dinanath is shouting, help, help. Nobody is helping him. Why you don't love Dinanath? But if Dinanath was drowning in the river and shouting, help, help, will you all go and help him? Yes. So don't worry, they love you. But now nobody went and helped. Why? Because there is a difference. Now when he is shouting help, you can see he is not dependent on you. But when he is drowning in the river and shouting help, you can easily see he is dependent on you. He needs help. You see the difference? So even though the word help and the sound help coming from Dinanath's mouth is same, now also and later also. The word has not changed, the sound has not changed, but your response is changed based on when you see he is dependent or not dependent. In the same way, when we chant Hare Krishna and we are dependent on Krishna, Krishna responds in a different way when we chant Hare Krishna and we do not have high dependence on Krishna. Even though the name is same, the chanting is same, the mantra is same, but there is difference. Difference of how holy name responds to us based on how much we are dependent. If we are chanting and we are thinking that if there is a problem in life, then I have so much peso in my bank account and I have my degree and my friends and I know the police and I am so intelligent to solve my problems and I have skills and talents and strategies. And if it doesn't work, then Krishna is there, he will help me. You see, in this situation, the dependence is on money, contacts, self-intelligence, self-strategies, and Krishna. That's not complete dependence on 100% dependence. There's dependence more on our wealth and our intelligence. So that chanting is different from the chanting when I utter the holy name and I say, if I have a problem, only Krishna can help me. If he doesn't help me, nobody can help me. That is complete surrender. So when that dependence is there, Krishna immediately responds. Like you know the example of Draupadi? Dushasan was pulling the sari of Draupadi. So what did Draupadi do? She approached her husbands, Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, but they didn't help. She approached King Dhritarashtra, he didn't help. She approached grandfather Bhishma Pitama, he didn't help. She approached Guru Dronacharya, he didn't help. She approached all the other males in the audience, they didn't help. Finally she used her strength to protect herself, but that also didn't work because Dushasan was more strong than her. And then she left her hand and prayed to Krishna, you only protect me, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. And Krishna came as sari, and Dushasan couldn't remove her sari. So Krishna didn't start helping her initially because she was dependent on somebody else. But when she depended on Krishna, Krishna immediately came and helped her. That's how we should increase our dependence on Krishna. Then the holy name is so powerful, we can easily come out of all the miseries, come out of all the sinful reactions, come out of the cycle of birth and death, and go back to Krishna. There was one Malech fellow. Malech means one who eats meat. And he was going to the friend in another village, to his friend in another village. And there was a forest in between. In the forest, one pig attacked him and killed him with his horn. So when he was dying, he was in big pain. So he condemned the pig. He gave bad words to the pig. He told haram. You know, in Urdu language there are two words, halal and haram. Halal means good, haram means bad. So he told the pig haram. He gave an abusive word, a bad word. He condemned the pig. And he was a meat eater. And he died. Next slide. He got liberated. He went to Vaikuntha because at the time of death, he told Ram. Even though he didn't tell Lord Ramchandra's name, he didn't tell Krishna's name. He said haram, which is a bad word in his language. And that too he told to a pig. But still he got benefit of chanting the name of Ram at the time of death. Such a powerful effect of chanting the name of Krishna, the name of Ram. So when he condemned the pig with a bad name, still he got liberated. Why will we not get liberated when we chant every day 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra? So we should chant very nicely. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying in Jagannath Puri, he would every day send Mahaprasad to Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur also was staying in Jagannath Puri in his kutia. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the title Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Namacharya. Namacharya means professor of the holy name. Because Haridas Thakur every day would chant 64 rounds plus 64 rounds plus 64 rounds. 192 rounds every day he would chant. So when Govind brought prasad for Haridas Thakur, that was his old age. He was very unwell. So he was lying on the bed and chanting Hare Krishna. Very slowly. So Govind came and said, Haridas, I brought Mahaprasad for you. Haridas said, today I will fast. I will not have prasad. Said, why you will fast? Said, because my rounds are not over. Haridas Thakur had a habit that unless he completes his rounds, he would not eat and drink. And he would chant 192 rounds every day. That takes 21 hours. So till that he would not eat and drink. So he said, I am not well. So I am lying down and chanting. And since my rounds are not complete, I will fast. But since you have brought Mahaprasad, I cannot say no to Mahaprasad also. So you somehow got up, paid obeisances to Mahaprasad and continued his chanting. So Govind went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Said, Haridas is not well, he is fasting, he is not eating, and his whole day lying down and chanting because he is not strong enough to get up. So next day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet Haridas Thakur. He said, Haridas, what happened to you? Immediately Haridas Thakur paid obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, Haridas, have you diagnosed what is your disease? Have you done diagnosis? What is your disease? Haridas said, yes, I know what is my disease. He said, what is your disease? He said, my disease is I cannot complete my rounds. That is my disease. And Srila Prabhupada writes, any person in ISKCON who cannot complete his minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is in diseased condition of spiritual life. It is a diseased condition. And that's not good. You are patient. And if you are patient, you should cure yourself. And the medicine is to chant Hare Krishna every day 16 rounds. When somebody is not doing it, then he is a serious patient. He should be put into ICU. ICU is intensive chanting unit. Sit and chant, that's all. Then only cure will happen. So Sri Haridas Thakur is Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Previously when he went to the village of Raghunath Das Goswami, so there was one Balram Acharya, who is a priest of Goswami family, Majumdar family, Hiranya Majumdar and Govardhan Majumdar. Govardhan Majumdar is father of Raghunath Das Goswami and Hiranya is uncle. So he came to Majumdar's village. So Balram Acharya was very happy because he loved Haridas Thakur, who was a pure brahmachari and a pure sadhu. So immediately he made a small hut for him near the river and told him, my dear Haridas Prabhu, you stay in this hut, there is a river nearby, you can take part, and whole day you chant peacefully. Every day I will send prasad from my house. Haridas Thakur said, okay. And whole day Haridas Thakur day and night would chant there, and Balram Acharya would send tiffin. Breakfast, lunch, dinner he would send. Haridas will actually take only once, because he would chant whole day. And all the villagers every day would come and meet Haridas Thakur and sit with him and chant. And whole village was getting benefit. So one day the Majumdars, they had a home program, satsang program in their house. So they asked Balram Acharya, will you invite Haridas Thakur if such a pure sadhu, pure brahmachari comes to our house, pure Vaishnava, it will be so nice. So he said, okay, I will ask. So Balram Acharya went and very humbly asked, the Majumdar family is inviting you for home program, will you come? Haridas said, okay, I will come. And Haridas came at the time, appointed time. And there were many, Majumdar family was there, relatives were there, and Vaishnavas were there, Brahmanas were there, Pandits were there, his staff were there, and villagers were there. And as soon as Haridas Thakur came, they offered him a raised seat. And they all started talking about Haridas Thakur. that how he's a pure Vaishnava, he's a pure brahmachari, even though he's from Muslim family, but he chants whole day 192 rounds, and he doesn't eat and sleep, and he's Namacharya, and a pure sadhu. And they started glorifying Haridas Thakur. And during the conversation, they started glorifying the holy name. That holy name is not different from Krishna. It's the best sadhana, best practice. And by chanting holy name, all the sinful reactions go away, all the miseries go away. And by chanting holy name, you get liberation. So Haridas Thakur says, stop, stop, stop. What you are saying is not correct. Eradication of miseries, eradication of sinful reactions, and liberation from cycle of birth and death. This is not the primary benefit of the holy name. These are secondary benefits. The primary benefit of the holy name is by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you develop Krishna prema, love of Godhead. The Haridas Thakur explained, just like in the morning when the sun rises, before the sun rises, there is twilight. There is some sunlight in the sky. And just before the sun rises, by the sunlight, the darkness goes away. The fear of darkness goes away. And when actually sun rises, people do their routine activities. In the same way, even before chanting pure holy name, Shuddha Harinam, there is Namabhas, twilight, the shadow of the holy name. And by that shadow, liberation happens and sinful reactions go away. But when you actually chant pure holy name, then you do the routine activities of serving Krishna. So the audience said, Haridas Thakur, please explain this in more details. So Haridas Thakur explained that there are 3 stages of chanting. First is Nam Aparad stage, where a devotee chants and also commits offenses. Offensive chanting. Second is Nam Abha stage, where the offenses are reducing, shadow of the holy name. And third is pure holy name, where there is no offense, where there is clear realization that holy name of Krishna and Krishna are not two, they are one. Holy name is equal to the holy Krishna. Krishna is same as the holy name, non-difference. And there is pure service attitude towards the holy name. So in that Shuddha Naam, that's Krishna praying. And that's the perfect result of the holy name. Even before Shuddha Naam, in Naam Abha stage, one can get liberation. And one can eradicate all the miseries and sinful reactions. Just like before the sun rises, when there is twilight, the darkness goes away, the fear of darkness goes away, the owls and the thieves and the ghosts go away. And a person is no longer fearful. And when actually sun rises, a person does his day-to-day activity, routine activity. In the same way, right in Namabhas, all the anarthas go away, all the dirty things in the heart go away, and a person is no longer fearful of material existence and he gets liberated. But in Shuddha Naam, when the sun rises, when the holy name rises in the heart, a person does his day-to-day routine activities of Krishna consciousness, which is his constitutional position of serving Krishna eternally. So the purpose of chanting holy name is not reducing miseries, is not solving problems, is not eradicating sinful reactions, is not liberation from cycle of birth and death. This is side effect, this is secondary effect. The real effect is to develop Krishna prema, which is dormant in our heart. So when all the audience heard that, they got very happy and they got very attracted to chant Shuddha Holy Name. Shuddha Holy Name chanting means without offenses, we are chanting attentively and hearing. And with a complete realization that Holy Name is not different from Krishna. And this takes time. And we can reach to this stage when we daily chant very nicely. Daily, whatever our situation may be, we should minimum chant 16 rounds without fail. Even if you are busy with some things, still we should manage our 16 rounds without fail. One devotee was so busy that he was not getting time to chant, so he went to Prabhupada. He said, I I'm not getting time to chant. There are so many services. Prabhupada said, are you eating? Said yes. Are you sleeping? Said yes. That means you have time to chant. You just reduce 2 hours of your sleep. Prabhupada didn't say reduce your service. Prabhupada said reduce your sleeping and chant. If you are getting time to eat, if you are getting time to sleep, you can get time to chant. So we should chant. No excuse. We should just execute it. We should make sure early morning we chant. That's the best time. So when Shuddha holy name is chanted, pure holy name is chanted, we get Krishna praying. So all the devotees in the Majumdar family house, they were very happy to hear this from Haridas Thakur, who was a self-realized soul. But there was one Brahmana who was a very big scholar, Gopal Chakravarti. He was a very beautiful person, handsome young man. He didn't have faith on Haridas Thakur's words. So he asked the question. He said, my dear Prabhuji, I don't agree with what you are saying. Liberation is very, very difficult to get. Even after 1,000 years of tapasya in the forest, it is difficult to get liberation. And you are saying just by chanting once you can get liberation. You prove this to me. If you cannot prove, I will cut your nose. He told him like that. Haridas Thakur said, why you don't have faith on the scriptures? By logic you cannot understand. Holy name is very powerful. Just by one holy name one can get liberation. And if it doesn't happen, I accept your challenge. I will myself cut my nose. So all the people there did like Gopal Chakravarti's attitude, and they scolded him and chastised him that you did Vaishnava Aparadh, now you will have a very bad future. And they threw him out. He was a staff member of Majumdar family, Majumdar's business, and he will collect 2 lakh gold coins annually. He will give very much profit to the office. And Majumdar kicked him out from the job. He said, we don't want your profit because you are offending a sadhu in our house. Because Vaishnava Aparadh is very dangerous. And some people didn't like this, so they left the place. So Majumdar paid obeisances to Haridas Thakur and begged forgiveness. He said, I invited you to my house and you get offended. This person did offense. Haridas Thakur said, no, don't worry. He is a logician. A logician cannot understand the glories of the holy name. It is beyond knowledge, beyond logic. And Haridas Thakur didn't take it seriously, he left the place. So it is a sadhu nature that when somebody offends him, he doesn't take it seriously. But in Krishna's nature, that if somebody offends his devotee, he takes it very seriously. So after 3 days, Gopal Chakravarti got a skin disease, so bad skin disease that his nose melted, his ears melted, and his fingers melted, and eventually he had a very painful death. So Haridas Thakur didn't take the offense seriously, but Krishna took it seriously and gave him this disease because he offended Haridas Thakur and he didn't have faith that holy name can give liberation. When Haridas Thakur heard this, he didn't like it, so he left the village, he went to the next village. But this is a clear-cut proof that holy name is not different from Krishna. So when every day we have to chant 16 rounds, why not do it nicely? Why to do it grudgingly? So we should chant our rounds very nicely. Minimum 16 rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Without any distraction. And sometimes we should chant more rounds. Like Pandava Nijal Ekadashi is coming, we can chant more rounds. So when we chant more, then our chanting improves. And with full determination we should chant every day. And Srila Prabhupada has blessed that any ISKCON devotee who chants 16 rounds every day and follow 4 executive principle, after leaving his body he can go back to Godhead. So we are not qualified to go back to Godhead. But Prabhupada is blessing that if you do this, you will go. So we should do that. And chanting is very simple, even children do that. So even if we don't like, we should do it. Minimum 16 rounds every day on beats. And that will very easily help us to progress in bhakti. And if we do it in association of devotees, and we read every day Bhagavatam, then we'll keep having taste in the holy name. So, holy name is Harinam Sankirtan, Goloka Prema Dhan Harinam Sankirtan is the treasure of Golok Vrindavan. The treasure, the jewel of Golok Vrindavan we have received here in Philippines. We are so fortunate by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and his devotees that we have received the holy name. We don't know the value of the holy name, but we have received it. So whatever it is, we should be very serious in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and in that way we will progress in spiritual life. So devotees should chant very seriously, very attentively, without offenses. And very easily, at the end of life, we can remember Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, and go back home, back to God. If there is any problem in spiritual life, that means there is problem in our chanting. And if you want to repair your spiritual life, you have to repair your chanting. So we chant nicely, our mind will be peaceful, and we will have enthusiastic service attitude towards Krishna, towards our services, towards our deities, towards our preaching, towards Srila Prabhupada. So the whole solution lies in chanting Hare Krishna. 99% of our spiritual advancement depends on chanting Hare Krishna Maha. So every day morning we should chant very attentively. Okay? We'll end here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If you have any questions, you can please ask.
Prabhuji, I just want to comment.
Yes.
It is, in my realization, it is correct that we need to have attentive chanting.
Right.
It is correct. Based on my experience. Because we need to attentively and focus in chanting.
Yes.
Chanting.
Chanted here. Very important.
And then more service come and everything is purified.
Yes.
And our service more, and then more blessings come, and then our attitude also
Changes.
becomes mild and soft. Everything's changing.
Yes. Spiritual energy increases.
Yeah.
So you chant more. Good. Attentive. Chant and
Thank you.
yes, next comment or question. Yes.
His name is Jagat Bandu.
Yes, brother.
Krishna Prabhupada said that there is no hard and fast rules for chanting the holy name of the Lord. So, why that is, we have these 10 offenses to be carefully avoided while chanting the holy name of the Lord.
So no hard and fast rule means just like deity worship has rules. You cannot night 2 o'clock wake up the deities and feed them mangoes. There is a rule, there is a sleeping time. Then you have to take bath before entering the altar, and the clothes have to be washed. And there is a rule of how to do achman and to do aarti, agarbatti, then lamp. You cannot do first lamp, then flower. There are rules. So like this, there are no rules for chanting. You can do morning, afternoon, evening, night. You can be without bath, you can be with bath, you can be with shoes, without shoes. So offenses is not a rule. Offenses is our attitude. That if we offend, then holy name will not respond to us. It's like this. You go to some person and you say, I love you, but you beat his child. Will he respond to you? So that's not a rule of love. That's offense. If you beat his child, how can the person love you? Similarly, holy name, against the holy name there are 10 offenses, which are nam aparad, which are going against the very attitude of chanting. Right? So we are following that. So when we follow that, we get good result. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, what's the difference between the kirtan and chanting? Because sometimes there is a kirtan, but some devotees chanting.
No, so kirtan is when we do it with musical instruments loudly. One singer sings and we repeat after him, and kirtan is done together in chorus with musical instruments loudly. And japa is for individual, we chant and hear. And there is no substitute. It is not that I did 2 hours kirtan, so I don't have to chant my rounds today. No, our 16 rounds we have to do. And while kirtan is going on, it's not good to do japa. You're sitting in kirtan and doing japa, you're sitting in class and doing japa, Neither you are attending kirtan nor you are attending japa. Both is going bad. So japa should be an exclusive activity. Okay? Next, yes.
Krishna Prabhu, can you elaborate more about Namada Sudanam in what?
Yeah. One is Nam Aparat. So a practitioner, when he commits offense and chants, that's called Nam Aparat stage. One is Nam Abhas. Nam Abhas means shadow of the holy name, not the real holy name. He is reducing his offenses, but yet not completely gone. About to. Zero offense. And Shuddha Nam is no offense, complete realization that Krishna is equal to his holy name. He gets Krishna prema. So that's very advanced stage. So at least we should try Nam Abhas. No offense. Then we will grow by the mercy of holy name. So the 10 offenses we read every day, and we should avoid them wholly. Not offend devotees, not offend the holy name, not offend the scriptures, not disobey the spiritual master. So all the offenses we should. Okay? Yes, sir.
I just noticed this devotee who is actually old to us. She's been chanting 25 rounds every day, but she's always angry and agitated. So why is that like that? Is it because she's old?
So there may be many reasons, but it takes time to get purified. So our lust, anger, greed is like a mountain in our heart for millions of lifetimes. And just now we have started chanting, and everybody's quality of chanting may not be very great. So it will take time. It's like you have a big mountain to break, and you have a small needle, and you are breaking. It will take lots of time. So if our chanting is not great quality, then you are breaking the mountain of anger with a needle. So yeah, till 20 years I am using the needle, but mountain is going to take thousands of years. So we have to continue to intensely practice. So if somebody is chanting but still not change their nature, we should know it is very strong nature, it is taking time, and we have to give them a chance to continue chanting. So it takes time to change the nature. Okay? And if we do offenses in chanting, then lust, anger will not decrease, they will increase. So it will have a reverse effect. So we should avoid offenses. Offensive chanting we can do for millions of years and we will not get Krishna prema. We will chant beyond. Okay? Yes.
The 10 offenses, if we, what will happen if you don't avoid these offenses? It will decrease our taste for holiness.
We will continue in this material world and we will continue what we are today. There will be no progress. We will continue in Manila, lifetime after lifetime, taking birth, getting educated, doing job, doing some service, again dying, again taking birth, again going to school, again going to college, again doing job, again dying. The cycle will continue. No progress. It is like, you know the escalator in a mall? And you go on the escalator in a reverse direction. And you keep walking. What will happen?
You are nowhere.
You'll be same place for years together. No progress. Because the escalator is going like this and you are going like this. So you'll be same place. Offensive chanting is like that. Same place you are walking. What will happen? No progress. Only thing will happen is you will be tired.
Get bored, get tired, angry,
Yeah,
everything.
frustrated.
Frustrated for the spiritual life and then go
Yes.
back and fall down.
Yes. Correct. So better you use a better another escalator. That's without offenses. Yes.
There are some, this is not everyone, but what if some of the devotees prefer to just chant and they enjoy the chanting more than the seva? So,
No, in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada said we should do chanting and seva both. Because ISKCON is preaching mission and we cannot just not do seva and in the name of chanting don't assist. No, ISKCON we should do both. The devotee should be requested. Especially if you are staying in the temple, you should do both chanting and seva. That's ISKCON's mission. If Prabhupada was just chanting in Vrindavan, we would not have got bhakti only. Right? He did it for us. Now we have to assist and preach for others. So devotees should be encouraged to do seva also.
what if vice versa? Only seva, there's no chanting?
No, then the seva comes under material modes very easily. That's not pure seva then. He will very easily get angry, frustrated, and he cannot do long term. Then one day he will fall down and go away. So it should be balanced. Your health, your sadhana, your seva, everything should be balanced. You should take care of your health, good health, proper sleep, proper prasad, and proper sadhana, morning program, evening program, and proper seva in the daytime, preaching or whatever, cooking, whatever seva, reading worship. So all three should be balanced. Health, sadhana, seva. It's not that one I do, other I don't do, then it will not work out. Without chanting, somebody does very hard service, eventually he cannot continue long term. He will fall away. Because chanting nourishes us and keeps our seva with good attitude. So, otherwise, what is the difference between a business, office and temple? No sadhana, only work, only seva. No, we should not be like that. This is not a organized, this is not a corporate office where we have a 9 to 5 seva and rest whatever you do. No. This is proper disciplined activity where there is proper time prasad, proper time sleep, proper time sadhana, mangalati, chanting, guru puja class and service. So it should be balanced. Just like train. Train walks on two, runs on two tracks. If there is one track good, one track not good, train will fall. Accident will happen. So our bhakti, our devotional service runs on two tracks, sadhana and seva. Sadhana be good, seva also good. Both should be good. Okay? Yes.
Yes. Ako in reality, so some of the devotees, especially me, is on the stage of Namaparan. So is there any...
So keep chanting. Keep chanting and praying to Krishna. So we will reduce our offenses. Follow all the morning program, do service, keep chanting. There is no other solution. This only we continue, it will help us. There are thousands of problems in our life. The solution is only one, to keep chanting. It will help us. We don't have to do anything separate. Chanting will help us. Chanting will help chanting. Okay?
There's some instances that it's just like the seva, it's a lot. So it happens like, for example, like you didn't finish your 16 rounds and then you recover the next day. Is it advisable like that, or it's offensive?
It is okay, but not should be regular feature. It's not a license to do it. Once a while, because we are so busy, it's okay, but not every day. If every day is happening, not at all. So we should complete our 16 rounds before sleep. It's not a license. If at all we miss our round because of health or something, the next day we should complete. But it's not a regular feature. That's not a good habit. Okay. Yes.
Can you elaborate more about that
Nam Abhas. Nam Abhas means offenses are reducing. The anartha, the lust, anger, greed, material desire, material ambition, pride, envy is reducing. The taste in the holy name is coming. You like to chant, you like to do 16 rounds, you like to do more rounds, you like to serve Krishna. There's a more joyful stage of bhakti. Like the child doesn't want to go to school, but after a few years he starts liking the school. And at the end, he 4 years goes outside the house and stays in hostel to do his degree. Right? So gradually he likes. So in Namamas, gradually you like. So offenses are reducing, struggle is less, sleep is less disturbing during chanting. You like to chant. Okay?
Can you advise us how, like, sometimes me, if I chant in the office, I feel sleepy. But so can you then, after Mangala Arati, everyone goes upstairs, go to their room. So is it a proper way of
So-
proper way of chanting?
So
or-
what we do in temple is we all chant in the temple all together. Of course, I myself am not following it here because it's so hot for me. I'm sweating even now. So I go up and chant in AC aircon when I walk outside. But it's good to chant together. When you chant together, you can help each other. And when you do chanting together, then devotees also get inspired.
Yeah, this is
So it's better to chant together. So chanting helps. Yes. Yes, Arjun.
If you are initiated already,
Loudly.
if you are initiated already,
You are
initiated already,
Initiated.
initiated.
then you have been every day 16 rounds. How many percent the offense of doing that every day?
I didn't understand.
Initiated.
If you are initiated already, then
you didn't
Don't finish your chanting.
not finishing your chanting every day. How many percent the offense of doing that every day?
Okay, if you are initiated and you are not chanting 16 rounds every day,
That
Don't finish your 16 rounds.
how much percent?
how many percent
Offenses, the offenses you get.
doing that?
How many percent? You are directly disobeying the spiritual master and breaking the vow of chanting 16 rounds every day. So that's offensive, that's not good. There is no percent of offense like that. There is no percent, it's offense. And even a small percent is not good. If there is a very big glass of your favorite juice and 1% poison, small percent, is that okay? No, you not like to take, right? So even 1% is not good. Okay? So initiation is a serious vow. One should fulfill it whole life with full determination. Okay? Yes.
just my experience. I just want to be honest. When I'm not yet initiated, I'm not so determined to finish my rounds. But when I got initiated, for some reasons, with the blessing of our Guru Maharaj, I really made it. So I always think of him and I ask his mercy. If I am struggling, there are days that you're in a mode of ignorance. I just ask his mercy, and then by his mercy you're able to overcome it. So sometimes it happens that you're not yet initiated, you don't have the enough strength to do it, but when you take the vow, then you kind of receive mercy and you're able to really do
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, with the instruction comes the blessings. So when we get instruction from the spiritual master, with that instruction comes blessings also to fulfill the instruction. So we should very seriously practice our vows. Okay? Yes, Brother.
Just want to comment about Direct Bandu, about Nam Aparat. Yeah, but we are all beginners. We are struggling sometimes and in offenses. But what we did that just continue, in our offensive chanting, just continue first ourselves, and then some what I did also, bored or whatever kinds of like that. What I did just first myself to chant more, and also getting some benefits or some experiments before. Experiments, so that it works. So just continue chanting.
Yes.
Attentive. Just like Acharya said that just continue chanting and avoid some offenses and then just pushing yourself.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, we should just continue chanting attentively. The more we are attentive, the less we will do offenses. And we should always serve Vaishnavas. So by blessings of Vaishnavas, we get easily overcome the offenses. So we should just continue chanting attentively. Inattention is mother of all offenses. If you are inattentive, then we will do all the offenses. So if you are attentive, then all the offenses will also go away. And you should value the holy name. If you value the holy name, you will be very careful. Just for example, I give you a box of 10 kg and tell you take this in your hand and drop it few kilometers away. And then you are carrying the 10 kg box. It will be very heavy and it will be very painful and you will not like it. But still it's a service, so you will do it. And when you are a little bit away, I give you a call. Arey, Brashkishore, I forgot to tell you. This is 10 kg gold is a gift for you. Now how will you carry it? Now you will carry it very joyfully because the 10 kg gold. You see why the change happened? The weight is same, but the change in attitude happened because you know now it's a valuable gift. Simply holy name is very big value. It's not 10 kg gold. It's not 100 kg gold. It's not 1000 kg gold. Holy name is much more value. So when we value the holy name, we automatically change our attitude and don't commit offenses. So every day we hear Bhagavatam class, we understand the value of holy name more and more. More and more we grow in bhakti and less we do offenses. So chanting and hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, these two are mukhya, main principles, main items. So we should maintain those in all costs. Okay?
Questions that how to be what are the techniques to be attentive chanting?
Okay, I'll give you 3 tips which I follow and which works. Maybe you can write down 3 tips of good chanting, attentive good chanting. The first tip is when you chant, you should hear the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Chant and hear. That's the first. The second tip is when you chant, you hear the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And the third and most important tip is when you chant, you hear the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. These are 3 tips.
Maybe we will finish one day.
So there is nothing else required to do. Just chant and hear. Everything else holy name will do.
Hear the holy name?
Yeah.
Every word?
Yeah, every name. And it's good to chant in the morning, sitting every day at the same place. So then the less distraction happens. But main thing is whatever helps you to hear, you should hear. Hearing is the key. Just hear. Let the holy name go inside the ear, from ear to the heart, and the soul will get self-realized. And chant more sometimes.
And also thinking the holy name is not different to Krishna.
No. When you chant, don't think anything. Just hear. If you are thinking, then mind will go somewhere else. Just focus on the sound.
About the pastimes of
No, I was about to say no pastime. Monday Govardhan Leela, Tuesday Agasur Leela. No, just chant and hear.
Krishna.
If the pastime comes, it's a different thing. You don't try to bring it. You just hear. Renuka was nice today, right?
Yeah, I did right.
Yes.
Good. Last night.
Is it offensive to chant very fast, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram?
So well, our chanting should be clear and distinct.
But what if it's clear but fast?
Yeah, it's okay. You should be distinctly able to hear Hare, Krishna, Ram separately. Not the names are mixing in each other. So not to finish it in 3 minutes. Like if I want to call Braj Kishore, I'll say Braj Kishore Prabhu, can we meet today? Braj Kishore. Will you like it? I should pronounce his name properly. Right? So you should pronounce Krishna's name properly. Fast is okay if it is clear and distinct for us to hear. So everybody has a different speed. Speed is not a problem. It should be clear and distinct. Okay? It should be Braj Kishore, not Braj Kishore. Huh?
I'm like that to him sometimes.
No. That is brother-sister relationship, no problem. I'm just giving an example. With Krishna we should be proper pronounced. Such a sweet name. Like suppose you have a sweet. You want to enjoy the full sweet, not squeeze it into a small thing and eat it, right? So Krishna's name is sweet. Don't squeeze it in small thing and eat in 3 minutes. Then it takes 7 minutes, 6 minutes, like that. Okay. Yeah, next question. Yes.
Why there are times when you're chanting like you felt like you're chanting forever? It's so long.
Yeah, when the taste is not there, all these things happen. But still we do it. When the mind is wandering, all these things happen. When we are thinking something else is more important to be done after chanting, and we are just waiting to complete it, then all this happens. But still we continue doing it. Our mind doesn't allow us to chant. So we still continue doing it. One day it will become better. Holy name is very powerful and very merciful. So we should have that great hope that Krishna will give us. Okay? Yes.
It is an offense that, for example, it's the example, checking the mistake of the devotees.
Checking.
Yeah, checking the mistake of the devotees. So it is
Fault
offense.
finding.
Yeah, fault finding.
Yeah, it is not good. We should not try to find faults in it. We should try to find positive qualities in it.
For example, also in management, checking the mistake of the devotees here. So it is an offense.
No, that is the duty of a parent or a leader or an administrator or a manager or a spiritual master or an acharya to correct others. So if I do a mistake and my senior doesn't tell me, then I'll do the same mistake again and again. And it will become my habit. Then how will I become perfect? So those who are responsible for others, subordinates, and if they see something mistake, they should correct. But there should be a good way of correcting. But the correction should be such that the devotee feels good about it and wants to change and get corrected rather than feels angry or frustrated or develops hatred. So correction should be with love, with very proper etiquette. Should not be to blame somebody or to make somebody weak or make somebody insult or in public show to others that this devotee is in fault. No, it should be done privately with a loving attitude without enviousness, with proper authority, so the devotee improves. As a well-wisher, one should correct, not to demean or dishonor. But if you are not an authority, you should not correct, because the person will not take it. So those who are authority, those who have good relationship, they should. Correction is out of love. Like if your child is doing mischief, you will correct. If neighbor's child is doing mischief, you will not correct. Because there is no authority and there is not much love. Right? So correction is out of love. Somebody corrects us, we should be happy about it. And we should correct when we are authorized to correct. And we should do it in a loving way without enviousness. So finding fault is associating with devotees and searching for mistakes. That we should not do. But a manager, if he sees a mistake happening as per the rules of Prabhupada, then he should correct. There's nothing wrong with it. Then only the standard of ISKCON will remain. Right? So somebody is leading a improper kirtan or doing mistake in the deity worship, we should correct. Okay? Yes.
Prabhu, how about if a devotee become very offensive already? What would be the best approach?
So somebody whom he listens to should talk to him and tell him to change his behavior. So we should see who can correct that devotee. And that devotee should get corrected. Like a patient. If somebody is diseased, he should go to a proper doctor. And the doctor should cure him. Right? So a devotee, if it is offensive, he should get corrected. Any more questions? Yes, Dinana.
Is it true, Prabhu, that you didn't finish your round, so some of your sin will go to your spiritual master?
Okay, it is true, yes, that the spiritual master suffers for the sins of the disciple. Especially when the disciple breaks four regulative principles, then the spiritual master can get diseased. It is true because the relationship is of surrender. So one should be careful of it. Okay? Yes, Prabhu.
So it said the chanting is the easiest way to attain Krishna. So the question, why is the body sleeping while chanting?
Why devotees?
Sleeping while chanting. It means it's not easy.
No. Okay. See, when we start chanting, because we are in mode of ignorance, we don't like it. So, mode of ignorance, Maya Devi attacks us and takes us away from chanting by giving us sleep or distraction. So that's because we don't have taste. But compared to other processes like going to the forest and doing penance, or doing yajna, havan, or deity worship, chanting is easy, you just have to sit and chant. But because we are not used to getting up early morning since childhood, that's why we find it difficult. If from childhood you were getting up 3 o'clock, would you find it difficult? No. Right? So because we are not used to it, our body is not adapted to it, and we are having more of ignorance and no taste, that's why we feel sleepy. But at the same time, if you wash your face and chant with devotees, you can very easily overcome that sleep. So we should try hard and struggle. Struggle with sleep. Don't give up. Not that I get sleep and I go and sleep. No, struggle hard and chant Hare Krishna. There is nothing more easy than chanting. Even children do it, otherwise how children can do it if it is not easy? Right? So sleep is because of our ignorance. And we should struggle with it. And we can easily overcome it in association with it. Okay? And one very important thing to have good chanting in the morning with less effect of sleep is to sleep early in the night. We sleep late night, then it's difficult in the morning. So we sleep early in the night. Have light dinner, have early dinner, and sleep early. Then wake up early, and sleep doesn't disturb in the morning much. You sleep late, 11, 12 o'clock, and morning 4 o'clock, even if you wake up, it's difficult to continue chanting because you're feeling sleepy. Your body has not got rest. So we should have early to bed, early to rise. Makes one healthy, wealthy and wise. So if you want to become healthy, you want to become wealthy, and you want to become wise,
Sleep early.
sleep and rise up. Not sleep early and rise late. That's big ignorance. Sleep early and rise.
Crazy.
How to develop a strong taste in chanting?
Just keep chanting. Just keep chanting, it will happen. And sometimes you can chant more rounds also. Yeah, chant and hear. Keep chanting, it will happen.
Then magic happens.
Yes. Magic has already happened. More will happen. We all are here, we left our opportunity to earn money or have a good job or today evening go to a Sunday restaurant or movie or park or friends, and we are sitting here and asking questions about holy name and chanting. Isn't that magic? Already magic has happened. More will happen. Just continue. Okay, Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Thank you very much.
HG Gokuleshwar. Bye. May pagkaon ba? Pagkaon siya. Hindi siya pagkaon.
Are you hungry? No, I'm okay. I had it. I had it. I'm all good tomorrow.